we got Toji versus Garou. Isn't close. You already know, man. Let's get to it, man. I already know. You already know who I'm going with. Garou. But it all depends what Garou we using though. Like what Garou is we using? I don't even know what Garou we using. But yeah, man. I like Toji too. Toji cool, man. But I don't have to get the Garou, bro. I'm just saying, bro. You already know. Let's get it.
The hero hunter Garou versus the sorcerer's killer Toji. This is one of the most requested matchups in my channel. Still getting numerous comments on my Saitama with hair versus Toji video asking me to make a video about this particular matchup. I certainly understand the similarities between the two, as both of them being products of how unfair or unjust they were treated in their respective worlds. Both also definitely not afraid to contend with the strongest at any given time. In this video, we will be assessing how this fight would go, the different possibilities, how their abilities could interact with each other to find out who would be the last one standing. But before that, as usual, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more of these One Punch Man matchup videos. Thank you. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 was without exaggerations one of the best animes I have ever watched. Not only did it have an amazing and captivating story filled with well foreshadowed and calculated twists, but also granted the debut of multiple outstanding and well written characters. The most loved by the community, I would argue, is none other than the sorcerer's killer's Toji Fushiguro. Toji was born as a Zenin who has absolutely no cursed energy, but in return he has obtained superhuman physical abilities. This phenomenon in the Jujutsu world is one of the many cases of being heavily restricted. With this, he became the perfect sorcerer's killer. Almost no one can detect him due to his lack of cursed energy. Now, when it comes to his general scalings and feats, to quantify exactly how much fast can Toji react and fight, the general answer that most would give is that the entire JJK verse would cap at mostly supersonic plus speed. This comes from the infamous Naoya vs Maki fight, of which it was stated multiple times that Naoya's top speed is Mach 3. Now, based on calcs, multiple characters such as Yuji and Maki were calced to be at least in the hypersonic range. This obviously creates a problem, as someone like Yuji with calcs scales higher than a perfected heavenly restriction Maki speed-wise. The author Gege Akutami is well aware of his mathematic mistakes, commenting on the issue in a weekly Shonen Jump in 2020, stating the following: "You went from infinite to Mach? Are you okay?" To all of you thinking that, I agree with you. A similar case happened in Volume 5, Chapter 42, of which Maki catches a bullet point blank. The author in the fanbook states that that feat might have been a bit too much. Now, the second line of scaling speed comes from the Hakari vs Kashimo fight, of which Hakari seemingly moved his head out of the lightning's way, basically reacted and dodged lightning to some extent. To be perfectly honest, the panels of which this feat occurred are extremely weird. Kashimo's attacks are explained to be a guaranteed hit. Some argue that this angle was just to portray the attack being that close and never really targeted his head. Therefore, he never dodged. But nonetheless, this was calculated to be around Mach 550 at massively hypersonic. And Toji should scale to Hakari in terms of speed, since 1, he should be faster than Naobito, who is said to be the fastest sorcerer aside from Gojo. And 2, he is on par with Maki, who is one of the 3 heavy hitters that contains both Yuta and Hakari. Now, the third crazy line of scaling is that the high tier characters should operate in the light speed level range. This comes from Kashimo's electromagnetic waves, of which heavily fatigued Sukuna certainly dodged. The speed of electromagnetic waves in the atmosphere is 2.99 times 10 to the 8 meters per second, means almost the speed of light. Kinjaku also should have been moved at the speed of light to escape Yuki's black hole. While Maki and Toji doesn't necessarily scale to this, they are still a part of the big 3 who are confident they can take on Kinjaku. For that, they should at least be relative to him. Now, jumping to attack potency, in chapter 203, according to Kinjaku, the special grade term signifies the ability to single-handedly overthrow nations. A lot would argue that this would automatically translate to attack potency, but that's only one of the criteria to become a special grade. It's simply a matter of technique and not attack potency or durability. As explained by Kinjaku, that Gero's cursed manipulation allows him to create an army to overthrow a nation, and not that a special grade sorcerer can legit tank nukes. Toji definitely can fight against special grade sorcerers, but clearly doesn't have the ability to overthrow nations the same way Gero has. has. Kinjaku also doesn't really specify what kind of nation he's talking about. Bottom line, this definitely doesn't translate to attack potency. Now, the amount of strength required to damage a special grade curse is carpeting explosives such as a cluster bomb. Each bomb covers a wide area of land up to the size of several football fields. With curses like Dagon, Jougo, Hanami, and Mahito obviously scaling even above this, the low-end scaling AP for Maki and Toji should be town level, obviously being above the carpeting bombs and Mikamaru's blast. But the high-end, which is highly controversial and something I don't agree with completely, is Toji with the usage of his tool is island level of AP. And that's
crazy. Saying he island level is crazy.
Mainly due to taking in consideration two factors. One is that Dagon creating an island in his domain expansion should translate to his attack potency, and two, Dagon's attack potency should scale to his durability, and since Toji was able to demolish him inside his domain, he scales to that attack potency. Personally, I believe the high end is far too stretched and not even consistent.
That's crazy, highball. That is a highball right now. It's for real. I ain't gonna hold you.
Are more like hacks, creating pocket dimensions that suits their particular nature of their curse techniques. Take Jougo's maximum technique, Meteor, for example, being at best city level of AP. However, he can create a mountain using his domain. With this logic, Gojo can exert universal level of punches due to the guidebook stating he can expand a universe in his domain, which is clearly not the case. For that, we will be leaning towards Maki and Toji both being town level to city levels max of AP. What makes Toji generally dangerous is not only his physical capabilities but also his wide arsenal of tools and his amazing battle IQ levels, with the split soul sword being the best hacks tool he possesses, able to completely bypass one's durability by cutting through the soul directly. He also has other cursed tools such as the Chain of 1,000 Miles that is said to expand infinitely, the Inverted Spear of Heaven that can legit deactivate his opponent's curse techniques, and Playful Cloud used for exerting its user's true raw and pure power. He also uses other conventional weapons such as knives and guns. With all of this being said, Toji is a nightmare opponent for anybody to face, a very smart character who overcame and overwhelmed even the strongest. But can he do the same against the hero hunter Garou?
Let's get Garou, bro. Let's get it.
There exist multiple characters in the One Punch Man verse that could be described as prodigies. You have Suiryu, who doesn't even train and still maintain a decent level of strength, and Isamu, literally a 10 years old boy who is a genius that can easily formulate advanced plans and battle strategies. But the one who stands above all when it comes to boundless potential is none other than the hero hunter Garou. This character is not only strong but very viciously determined to achieve his goals. His potential as a human is said to surpass even the Monster King Orochi. Monster King Orochi is the first experiment of Psychos to be turned into a successful dragon level monster. By this and previous encounters, it was pretty evident that Garou is just destined to be great. Now, to scale Garou, we begin with speed. There are two metas regarding speed in the One Punch Man verse. First one is that Garou should be faster than light. A way unhealthy, poisoned, and fatigued Garou managed to fight Genos, who prior to this upgrade proceeds to dodge lasers that do indeed contain the properties of light. Garou after not only goes to react and be relative to Silva Fang without his awakening breath, who stated he didn't even go easy on him, but also fought Orochi and got considerably fast to the point of dodging his horns when before he couldn't. Orochi also easily caught a waking cockroach who claimed he can react at the speed of light. There also exists a panel in the webcomics of a battle suit Moomin Rider dodging lightning. The databook also states that Lightning Max holds lightning fast kicks. This makes it somehow plausible for the high tier characters to be in the light speed range. The second line of scaling speed comes from the various calcs depicting characters on the same level of Garou to be massively hypersonic or even above. Take the Deep Sea King and Sonic both moving at massively hypersonic while the raindrops are frozen. Genos in the audiobook that takes place in the beginning of season 2 completely low diffed and destroyed hydrated Deep Sea King. That same Genos got blitzed 55 times by Carnage Kabuto, who Metal Bat fought for 3 minutes straight and said to be an exchange of blows, indicating some level of relativity. Add that with Metal Bat using his fighting spirit against Garou and still couldn't land a single hit on him. This legit puts Garou above Genos, Metal Bat, and obviously by miles the Deep Sea King, putting him in the ranges of massively hypersonic to massively hypersonic plus. Now when it comes to AP, it's pretty straightforward. While heavily fatigued and nerfed, he was tanking hits from Genos, who according to him rivaled Tank Top Master in terms of strength. Tank Top Master can be seen throwing buildings in the sky sky with relative ease. His AP should scale much higher than Puri Puri Prisoner at the beginning of the series. Puri Puri's strength, according to Sonic, surpasses even Hammerhead, who one of his henchmen was capable of destroying a skyscraper that was calculated to be multi-city blocks level of AP. This, by the very least, should make Tank Top Master range from town level to city level. Garou continued to gain more power as he evolved during his fight with Darkshine, certainly matched his strength and tanked multiple hits from him. Darkshine stated even he doesn't know how to harm himself, certainly implies that his durability surpasses even his attack potency. With Garou indicating he could harm him if the fight continued, he should definitely scale from large mountain to island levels of AP. After this fight, he gets evolved to a near perfected monster, which we would not be using in this video. Now, equally important to his attack potency is his general techniques. Main one being the Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist, described to be the ultimate art for redirecting force. It would turn the opponent's strength against the user, returning it with double the force. This technique is literally the backbone of why characters like Silva, Fang, and Garou are untouchable. Evidence of that is Tank Top Master being absolutely demolished after one single usage of that technique. It doesn't only redirect physical attacks, but also high pressure blasts and beams thrown by his stronger opponents. Garou also possesses other martial art fists, such as the Whirlwind Iron Cutting Fist. He has also shown an extreme level of proficiency with close quarter combat. This is shown in basically every encounter that Garou finds himself in. He is also highly known for his ability to adapt and get stronger during the fight. This even includes the capability of regenerating and gaining more stamina during the fight. These crazy abilities made it significantly harder for his opponents to continue fighting. In most cases, they always get the upper hand at first, but Garou manages to adapt, and essentially, this makes him function at an even higher level. He is a character who refuses to go down and wouldn't stop until he gets the victory. But would he able to match and survive Toji? Now, in a conventional sense, it's quite obvious that much of the Jujutsu Kaisen verse is really weak compared to the impressive feats most of the One Punch Man characters consistently presents. You have fathers like Hammerhead, who can casually destroy a skyscraper and not even considered to be the strongest in his group. However, Toji vs Garou is a fight that comes down eventually to physical abilities and hacks in general. But before we tackle into that, it's very important to note that in a battle like this between two verses, their power system can highly affect the outcome of the fight if decided to be equalized. The main point of contention lies in Toji being dangerous due to his multiple hacks that only works in his verse, such as the inverted spear of heaven, nullifying curse techniques, his intangibility against domain expansions, and his target's inability to even detect him in the first place. Equalizing their power systems could create an even bigger problem. Toji would definitely be able to become stronger due to his firm and strong determination and conviction to be and beat the strongest. Garou would gain a cursed energy amp that would render him to be even tougher and more problematic. It's better not to equalize their power systems simply for the lack of knowledge of how much stronger Toji would become and how proficient Garou would be using cursed energy. It would just change too much and would definitely impact the outcome on a large scale. Now, strictly speaking, comparing both of their feats, with both being proficient in close quarter combat, Toji's level of AP and durability can be compared to Garou in his initial beginning of this series. Same Garou who fought Tank Top Master, Metal Bat, and the combination of B and A class heroes. But if you want to talk about their low and speed level comparison, obviously disregarding the Mach 3 statements, with Toji and Maki assumably reacting and moving as fast as pumped up Hakari, both can move and react at massively hypersonic levels of speed. With both Garou and Toji displaying relativity in speed and AP, it would all technically go down to hacks and abilities. Now remember, despite Tank Top Master showing clear signs of relativity, if not even superiority in terms of speed and AP, Garou still managed to defeat him with relative ease using Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist. It would not matter if Toji uses Playful Cloud or his actual physical strength, Garou's martial arts and fists are just a significantly better version of what Toji can produce. The Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist is indeed the most pressing ability in this context. Toji, aside from a one simple trick we're gonna mention later, wouldn't have any answer to such a treated fist. first. Technically, Toji should be able to severely cripple Garou if he hits him multiple times with Playful Clown. But not only is Garou already with being conservative relative to Toji, but his techniques should negate that level of physical attacks thrown at him easily. Even with using his other conventional tools such as guns and knives, Garou, while heavily fatigued and poisoned, was dealing with these type of tools against the 8 heroes casually. All of this without the mention of the multiple fists Garou can employ. And even if damaged, his resilience and vitality would allow him to get even stronger and adapt even faster. This would definitely get much worse if the fight continues to drag on. Or simply if we talk about the Garou who fought Darkshine, it's pretty clear that this version of his is the more dominant fighter stats, technique, and speed-wise. Now looking at the highball skills, the gap between Toji and Garou gets larger exponentially. Toji's speed, when even granting him light speed levels, gets massively overshadowed by Garou to the point that he might just get blitzed easily, putting Toji's speed-wise at the level of Fatigue Sukuna, Kashimo, Gojo, and Kinjaku. On the other hand, the light speed meta in One Punch Man comes, as we explained before, from early Genos who dodge lasers and Awakened Cockroach claiming he can dodge at the speed of light. Garou is seen tapping to a speed way superior to the likes of Genos and Awakened Cockroach, being easily much faster than Metal Bat and G4 Genos, getting even faster to the point of dodging multiple of Orochi's attacks who blitzed Awakened Cockroach. Multiple large mountain to island level strikes barraging Toji in speed he cannot comprehend would just be the end for him in this scenario. However, with prep time and the split soul sword, things can change a little bit. Simply speaking, with the split soul sword, Toji can kill opponents that he otherwise wouldn't be able to. In this particular instance, this is the best, or I would say his only way for a guaranteed victory, both in the low or high end meta. Garou has absolutely no way of regenerating from an attack that would damage his soul. Now first, we're gonna ask a very important question. Can Toji just catch Garou off guard? This method certainly works in JJK, as most characters uses cursed energy to detect other opponents' presence. In One Punch Man, they mostly rely on instincts or their sixth sense. However, we've seen an instant where Golden Boy caught Garou off guard. Even when Garou was certainly aware of Golden Ball being behind him, he couldn't sense him trying to attack him until the bullet was point blank close. In this regard, with the low end of the spectrum, Toji, being a perfect assassin, would catch Garou off guard and one-tap him using the split soul sword. This is his only chance and way to win. However, this would be a very difficult task against an even stronger Garou who is well guarded most of the time, and would be an even more difficult task in regards of the high-end meta version of both parties. Now to sum up all of this isn't close if Toji doesn't use prep time or doesn't have his full arsenal of cursed tools, precisely his split soul sword. And his only way to snatch the victory is to hope Garou doesn't detect his presence and stab him with his split soul katana. If he doesn't catch him off guard, it's over, especially with Garou who fought against Darkshine. Any other versions of monsterized Garou from that point is just an overkill for Toji. That being the reason I did not want to include all of his forms. Make sure to join the Discord server, and special thanks to the members who are being active on the server. Until next time, please take care.
That was dope. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I had mine on Garou, bro. But then again, I was looking at Toji, but then yeah, I gotta go with Garou, bro. Garou just that guy. But you already know, man. Link up in the description below. All that stuff. Let's get to the next one, baby.